What up, internet? Julius Palma here with a brand new episode of Story Time. Alright, for this episode, remember last time I read to you guys Kamikaze 2007 latest one shot of Sammy and her sister Amy called Finally Free. This week I'm gonna be reading his girlfriend's story. What was it again? What was it? Seriously, I forgot. Military. I was like, alright. Makeovers and Military Balls. What was it again? Wait. Alright. Oh. Makeovers and Military Balls, alright, by signelchan 2007. So the title of the story is called Makeovers and Military Balls by signelchan, alright, and it's a rather short one shot, so you'll be getting a short one-shot video today. And before I get started here, check out this man's channel, the M3 King. He does a lot of gameplay videos. And now, without further ado, here is Makeovers and Military Balls by signelchan. So Amanda, if you're watching this, enjoy.
Alright guys, here's the story of Makeovers and Military Balls by signelchan. There are two loves in Brick's life. One's the military and the other is fashion. And when he gets the chance to have both together, it's the best time of his life. But every man needs a date to a ball, and the one he picks isn't exactly into that kind of thing. Any chance that Brick had to create something fashionable for someone to wear, he took it. While his first love had always been the military, his second was fashion. And whenever he got to exercise the second love, he greatly appreciated it. And when he got the chance to do both together, that meant it was time for an army ball of some sort, and those were the best times of his life. The only problem with mixing his love of the military with his love of fashion was that he had to have someone alongside him as he endeavored to the dances. And the only person he would even think to ask was someone who hated dressing up, no matter how much he begged. He couldn't get her to change her stance on the matter with anything, and it meant that he was always having to tag along with a group of other single servicemen and women, all because he couldn't get his girlfriend, if he was allowed to call her that, to dress up. This time, there was no excuse, and even if he had to drag her by her toenails, which would be perfectly painted and shown off in peep-toed shoes, he was going to get Jo to the ball with him. And she refused the first several times he asked her to go, simply because she didn't want to deal with the feminine side of herself that events such as this one required. But once he had bought the rather expensive tickets, she decided to humor him just this one time. "I'll be the worst looking lady there, fashionista," she said with a smirk, watching Brick squirm as she did, "and there's not a thing you can do to change that." "There is if you let me design your entire outfit." He tried to smile at her, but the idea of him, someone so in love with fashion, possibly going to this dance with someone who was disgusted at actually having to wear something that wasn't sweats after she had dressed herself for the occasion, was starting to eat away his guts. "Just let me do it just this once." She rolled her eyes, having figured that he'd suggest that. "Only if you promise there's no frills or anything like that. I can't stand to see myself looking like a doll." He saluted her, hands shaking and sweaty as he did. "Ma'am, yes, ma'am." "Don't do that." He dropped his hand from his forehead and apologized as she laughed at his behavior. Watching him get flustered was one of the best things about being with him to her, but little did she know that having him be in charge of dressing her up was going to be just as great. In order to make her look the best she could be, he decided to design her a dress from scratch, picking out beige fabrics that appealed to her taste. Then he pulled out all of his neglected books from the courses he had taken in school and style of dress that best suited Jo's body type before cutting the fabric and sewing it up all together. That was the only outfit portion of the preparations for the ball, though, and he knew that he was capable of getting everything else ready. It cost a lot of money, but the makeup and such he had purchased for use on her was absolutely perfect, complementing her skin tone and her dress as well as it possibly could. He went with painting her nails, both fingers and toes, a soft blue, something that added a bit of pop to her beige dress and nude flats. As for her facial makeup, he decided that less was more with her, mostly since she had a beautiful face to begin with in his opinion, and chose to accent her eyes more than anything. Her hair was the final piece to the overall outfit, and there wasn't much he could do with how short she kept it, so putting a baby blue flower crown atop her head was the best thing he could think of. When he stepped back to admire her, he was rendered breathless, and he had been the one in charge of the entire makeover. Her reaction was similar, with a huge smile and gasp that could be heard from miles away. I'm beautiful, she managed to say, looking at him before hugging him. How could you do this? 3 years of fashion school really drills this into a man. I'm impressed, she replied, regaining her composure and acting more like the strong, mature woman she tried to be. Good on you. Her compliments were enough to make him beam the entire night. Not like having a gorgeous piece of arm candy wasn't enough to make him feel like the luckiest man at the entire ball, but he had been complimented by her too, when she was the one deserving of the compliments. And there we go. That is the story, Makeovers and Military Balls by signelchan. Boy, that was one tough read, to be honest. Like, it's pretty good actually. All right, so I just got finished. This is like my first time, reading this. So help me out with the review, guys. Okay. This is a pretty nice read. And I liked how Joe's reaction towards the end. I've never seen her react to anything like that. Great read. Oh, and as I'm typing this, I'm doing the recording for story time. So yeah, this review is also going into the video. Alright, now let me favorite the story and post. Alright guys, that was the story, Makeovers and Military Balls by signelchan. So Amanda, if you're watching this, I've done it.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the short one shot. I know it's pretty short myself, alright, but I don't think the video should be, that short anyways, because, mainly one shots are like 1,000 words or up, but it was like around 947 something, plus I left a review, so it made it a little longer, but not by much. Alright guys, so thank you guys for watching that video, and go ham on the likes. Tell me down below what you guys want me to read next time for story time, and see you guys next time. And before I leave, shout out to this man, the M3 King Michael. He does a lot of gameplay videos, so check him out. He needs subscribers too, okay? Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, is it black and blue or white and gold? You tell me.
That rumor was already figured out. It is black and blue.
It is black and blue, but some people see as white and gold. What the f? Now for this one, I'm going to be doing a little reading for a special member of the Total Drama Writers Forum, alright? He's basically one half of Apple Juice and a member of Team Dude, and his avatar has got lightning on it. No, literally, lightning.